What's up, guys? Welcome back to the bianconerizonechannel for another daily news video, uh, where we're gonna discuss a lot of um, fake news or like random news. That's the situation we're in. We created this as a club, performance-wise, and we're gonna talk about that. Before we get into it, please like the video. As always, subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification. And yeah, so I'm gonna start off saying that you're playing bad as a club, or like things are not going the way they should be going when you're being linked with half a new starting 11 in the start of November. Then it's not good. When you're also being linked with I don't know how many different coaches, new management, all these things, the situation is bad. And newspapers are taking great advantage of that. You wake up and you open the Gazzetta dello Sport and they were just wowing. That was one of the most funniest reporting I saw in a very long time, because they basically reported every possible scenario regarding Allegri. So at some point, yes, they're going to get it right, because they reported he's not at risk at all. Then they went on saying, he could be at risk in June, and then Conte or Dioncini, whatever, could be taking over. And then they go on saying, hey, but if it doesn't improve in the next 4 games because the management is expecting much better performances, younger players in the squad, then maybe, during the World Cup break, things can change. So they basically laid out all the possible options. Great reporting. And that's being sarcastic, because that's horrendous reporting. It's actually awful reporting. Then they went on claiming Agnelli could leave, but not this year, because it's the 100th year. The club is owned by the family, but hey, there are other family members who can take the job. Then they went on saying, hey, maybe Giuntoli from Napoli can come in, with Conte, and management can be shaked up. And then they went on saying the sporting director for the next gen team could be joining Cherubini, and it's all over the place. They reported every possible scenario. On top of that, Di Maria comes out, shockingly, calling the rumors that he is going to leave or wants to leave in January bullshit, basically claiming that interview was an old one, like it was being reported, and he basically said what we already knew. He wants to return to Argentina, to Rosario. Nobody was shocked about that, because that's what he wanted to do. That's in the summer why he was asking for a 1-year deal. Play 1 year, then he hopes to go back. But an interview comes out, recorded way in advance, saying absolutely nothing shocking, nothing new, and you have journalists jumping on and saying he wants to leave, he could leave. No, first it was it could leave, and it really quickly involved in he wants out. He comes out saying it's absolute bullshit, like the club, in and around the club, on the pitch, off the pitch, it's a complete mess, because you can look at the reports, like forget what's happening on the pitch. But if you're a stable club, then these reports were not coming out in so many different shapes and forms, basically, because it's changed. It's the same story, but like it's evolving. Then another name gets linked. Then it gets a little bit more extreme in terms of, he wants out now, or Alcan is gonna do this, and Agnelli's gonna do that, and Arrivabene wants this, and Nedved's gonna walk away, and Cherubini has no say, and whatever. Conte doesn't want to sign a new deal, blah blah blah. All those things. If you're a stable club, all these things are not coming out. That's proof, not that the stories are right, but like that the club is very unstable and things are not going well. For people who still want to hold on to everything is fine, things can change. Things should change, but like things are not going to change overnight. Even if you sack Allegri, it's not going to change overnight, because the hierarchy of the club is is in shambles. Like, let's be completely honest. Agnelli wants one thing. He wants control over things he shouldn't be controlling, should be having control over. Arrivabene comes in, admits he knows nothing about football. He's learning on the job. Cherubini, you sometimes forget he's at the club. Maybe it's a good thing, but whatever. Nedved, we know what Nedved does. Like, people say he's a puppet. Does he really has a lot of say? I'm assuming not, because there's no proof that he has a lot of say. And that's just bad. Like, that's not how you should be running a club. In the past, you had Marotta, and he knew how to run a club, you know, on the pitch. He knew it. He'd done it before. He knows what was needed. Cherubini, new to it. Arrivabene, completely new to it. Nedved doesn't have really much say. Agnelli controlling everything from the top. It's not healthy. You can see it. Players needing to come out to basically say things are not true, blah, 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 all these things. Like, it's not a healthy environment, and not sure how you're going to clean this up, because like, there's no, like, forget about the reports. There's no proof, or like, there's no good report out there that things are going to change soon. I think the club keeps saying accepted that this season is going to be a write-off, maybe 4th place. If not, we start all over again. And that's a big problem. Looking at our balance sheet, all those things, we're probably going to need to sell players, and it's not looking good, you know. And I keep saying it for people who have attacked us, not me, Julian, Justin, when we came on and we're not euphoric about a win against relegation sides, because we knew what was going to happen week in, week out. Like, it was clear, it's obvious. And again, if you want to have your opinion, you know, if you want to celebrate all wins, and like, we won against Empoli, I was happy. Like, we won, but like, I did my video, and not even midway in the video, I was like, okay, but like, this Empoli, you need to build on that. If not, it's all pointless one more time, and it has proven to be completely pointless one more time. I'm not saying if we score, don't celebrate. Like, do whatever you want, but don't go out and tell others how, you know, to be happy on a video, or like, whatever. Like, there's nothing to be happy about. We can go on to Lecce, win, and I will be like, yeah, we won, but like, the season is a shambles. Prove me wrong. Win 6 on a bounce, whatever. 6 is already a stretch. Win 4 on a bounce. Go on a streak. Prove me wrong. But they're proving me right week in, week out. So yeah, like, you can come on and say, because I saw a watch along from Julian way back, and he wasn't really celebrating a win. He was like, oh, goal, yes, but like, deep down inside, he knew, everybody knew, like, next season, next week, it's gonna be peak again. And it was peak. I forgot which game it was. We lost, and I was like, yeah, or we drew. I was like, yeah, that's what you got. I'm not saying win all games, but like, this is going on for such a long time now that it's like it's dragging on so long that you're like, you cannot fully enjoy a game anymore. Like, we play on Saturday. I'm not even looking forward to it. Probably 1 hour and a half before the game, I'm like, oh, we play. You know, gonna set myself up for a game. That's it. After the game, usually I was buzzing. After this, now, because we do the account, after that, I'm done. Like, usually I think about a game for days, or like, I'm looking forward to a game. That's not the same feeling. You can see that in and around the club, stadium empty, all these things. Like, it's not a good vibe. And these reports, like, I mean, if you believe everything reports, then this is like probably a horrendous time for you, because your head will be all over the place, like your brain. You will believe everything, you will not believe anything, whatever. But like, these reports, they're just taking advantage of the period we're in, the moment we are in as a club, and you can see that when they report everything, like every single possible scenario. But whatever. We go again on Saturday. Thanks for watching. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification, and we will see you back in the After Dark Live. Ciao, guys.